wanted to make sure we have just kind of an overview of what some of the best peptides you can use, not only for fat burning, but just for overall health. We're not interested in just helping people lose weight. That would not serve you well in the long run. We want to help you change your lifestyle, change your thinking, your identity of who you are, and help you create your future self faster. By the way, I don't know, Kate or Andy, if you've read Benjamin Hardy's newest book. It's Be Your Future Self Now.
Oh, wow. I haven't, but I love the title. The
yeah,
title got me already.
Yeah, because he wrote Willpower Doesn't Work, and then he wrote Personality Isn't Permanent, and then now Be Your Future Self Now, which is really cool. So yes. All right, so let's talk about the final peptide we're going to cover today is 5-amino-1-MQ. And this is probably, if I had one peptide that I'd have to choose, this might be the one. This was discovered in 2017 out of the University of Texas, but they found a pathway called NNMT. And what they found is that if you could block this pathway opens up when we become insulin resistant, so you have blood sugar issues and you have inflammation. And it also opens up with fat cells. So fat, by putting on fat on your body, the danger of it is it's sending a signal to your body that's pro-inflammatory. And so your body is not as active that way. And so it slows down your whole metabolic function. And your fat cells are the most metabolically inactive when they're white. And they're white because all of the mitochondria clump in the center, and they're almost like lazy. They're not cleaning their own room. So what we want to do is we want brown fat or beige fat, because what that shows is that your fat is more metabolically active. And 5-amino-1-MQ is a peptide that can do this. And what they found in the research is they found that by inhibiting the NNMT pathway, they could increase fat cell metabolism and reduce the size of white fat cell deposits. And so they in their minds, they're treating a root cause of obesity and related metabolic diseases by going right into the fat cell and changing the entire chemistry. So, in the book, Willpower Doesn't Work, Benjamin Hardy, we'll go back to that. He talks about the environment is what predicts so many things. And I was just talking to one of you yesterday about this book. I think it was you, Allie, and I appreciate you bringing that up. But it reminds me that in our bodies, we have an environment as well. And so if you have a lot of white fat cells, it's going to create a behavior that you don't necessarily like. And so what the researchers did is they looked at this pathway. They said, well, there's this enzyme that slows down the fat burning. And so let's use 5-amino-1-MQ and see what will happen. And so in the studies, they found that when this pathway was expressed, it was 2 times in obese. So it was expressed twice as much in obese diabetics versus healthy controls. But they also found that in this pathway, if you add NAD or SAM or SAM, then you'll actually have more benefits in fat burning. So a lot of you'll notice that we have 5-amino-1-MQ stacked with NAD, and you just get this nice improvement in fat burning. But the other thing is you also get this huge improvement in fitness, like cardiovascular fitness and muscle contraction, which we'll talk about in a minute. But first of all, Kate, Andy, any thoughts on 5-amino-1-MQ or experiences?
No, I'm learning about peptides right now. It's not an area where I've really ever had too much information in this detail. Except for being on semaglutide, but yeah.
Yeah, I got experiences with all these. I could. So 5-amino-1-MQ. I've done, I think, just two of the bottles back in the fall, and that's really what I feel like one of the peptides, along with the tesmorelin, that really sparked a lot of fat loss and like muscle gain for me. And then Sierra's been taking that for the last about month or so, and really like her energy levels seem to be up. She's and body composition's improving as well.
Yeah. And and once again, this one's such a powerful peptide. because it is working on the AMPK pathway. So think of this. This is another mitochondrial derived peptide. So it's actually increasing your longevity. So a beautiful thing about, especially mots-c, 5-amino-1-MQ, is it's going to help you live longer and healthier. And so one of the things that the studies have shown is that you're going to have a 6% in body weight in 11 days. Participants who took this had their cholesterol drop by 30%. Fat cells are decreased. The ability for lipogenesis, or the storage of fat, decreased by 70%. This is an oral peptide, which most people enjoy. It increases the effectiveness of NAD. And then the 5-amino-1-MQ, what it did is it activates satellite cells to increase healing in muscles. And then it also helps revert cells back to a quiescent state. So you have more stem cell populations. They found that there's a 2 times increase in cross-sectional area of muscle after damage. So you're going to heal from, when we talk about muscle damage, this is what you're doing especially when you're working a hypertrophy in the gym, is you're going to have a better healing response. And then a 70% long-term increase in contractile force. And they actually have done studies directly on the soleus, which is a muscle on your calf. And they found that contraction force increased by 27% on average, but long term, that's going to stick around. So 5-amino-1-MQ, get on this. It'll give you a pep in your step. Some amazing things it can do. And this one, Diane, yes, it is oral, the 5-amino. So that's it. We covered some great peptides today. Remember, as you go through these, 4 out of 5 people get peptides from the wrong source. So make sure you reach out to us at East West Health, or find somebody who's been trained with Go Wellness and get on the right peptides at the right time, because each of the peptides we talked about today may or may not be right for you. So make sure you use discretion, use medical oversight, and just don't go get on, some of those websites where you can just order it online. We do not know what you're getting there, and the quality is definitely compromised. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thanks, Andy and Cade, for all your great partnership in this podcast, and we really appreciate everyone in our community for being on.